Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, everyone. Hey there, Miss Shonda. How are you doing, ma'am? Good evening, Just Be Real. How are you? Okay, Just Be Real, give me 45 minutes, okay? Hey there, Telsha. How are you? Hi there, Smiley. Hi on top. How are you? Hi, Doreen. How are you doing? Hey, Lucy girl. How are you guys doing? Hey, Miss, is it Shalia? Shalia? Rana? Finally seen the light? That sounds very befitting for this, huh? Hey, Cecilia, how are you doing? My condolences to you, Miss Shonda. Hi, Kelly Wu. Hi, Nina. Hi, Lakeisha. Okay, so far I can pronounce everybody's name. How's everybody doing? Hey, V Diddy, haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing, sir? Happy Father's Day to all of you. Fathers, hey, Sydney, how are you doing? Good job. Hey, Freedom Lee, Jasmine, Divinity, Doris, how are you guys doing? Oh, thank you so much, Miss Lucy. Hi, Elvis. How are you doing, sir? Marianne and Rhonda. Hi there. Hey, Macy and LNPO licensed nurse practitioner. Go ahead, girl. Aline and Blessed Hope and let's see, Fiona. How are you ladies doing? And gentlemen. Hey, Miss Veronica. How are you? Hey, Sandra. Hey, Donna. How are you doing? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father. Excuse me, you guys. Let me fix my shirt. Happy Father. Let me put my glasses on. Hey, Monique, how are you? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good. I can hold on. Let me clean my glasses so I can see. Hey, Joe, how are you? Miss Donna? Okay, that's what I'm talking about, V Diddy. I hadn't seen you in a while. I hope we didn't scare you off. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Pat. Hey, Miss Angela, how are you? Paulette? Well, thank you so much. Australia. Hey. Hey, K. Cole, how are you doing? And it's friend of a friend. Okay. Well, I'm happy to see y'all here too. Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. Trying to clean my glasses. How's everybody doing? Hey, Hal. Ohio. Hey. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers that are on here. We honor you, sir. Kings, we honor you. Happy Father. Just believe. Hey there. Okay. Let me see. I don't have anything on my glasses. Hi, Carolyn. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. You said thank you, V Diddy. See, you're supposed to stay away. Well, Lakeisha, if they wish them a happy Father's Day, that has nothing to do with you. Hi, Miss Anita. Now, let me try this again. Okay. I look smart now. How's everybody doing? I had to change scenery. You see, I don't have my big clock back here. I had to change scenery. I had to get on the couch today. Hey there, Miss Tara. How are you? It's Nevaja, Philippines. That's what I'm talking about. Shayla. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Thank you for what you do and thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for what you guys do and thank you for hanging in there. Thank you for your contributions and thank you. Good evening, Lucretia. How are you? Hi, Michelle. Is it Michael? Oh, Michael, I'm sorry. Sydney, Australia. We got a lot of, is it Aussies? You call you guys as Aussies. Aussies from Australia, right? Hi, Miss Angela. Oh, thank you so much. So Australians are called Aussies, right? You guys correct me if I'm wrong. 40 minutes? Okay, she's giving me the countdown, y'all. I got 40 minutes. Oh, thank you so much. My big old lashes. Some big old lashes. My skin is great. Puerto Rico in the house. Okay. Hey, unapologetically dope. Well, thank you so much. Let's see. Florida. Okay, Florida in the house. All right. Well, instead of me going into my little spiel, because I got 40 minutes, Just Be Real is keeping me on track. So you guys come talk to me. Ask me some questions. You guys ask me some questions. I'm ready. Once again, to those that are just coming in, happy Father's Day To all the fathers out there, thank you for your contribution, and thank you guys for what you do and loving your children. Let's see. Sapphire said, I ran into the stream. These narcs be hoovering on Twitter about me leaving him alone 3 years after I left him alone. To YouTube, we were YouTubers. Big story. Okay. North Carolina. Hey there, Cotton Candy. Porn addictions and narcs. Well, you guys got to remember a person that has narcissistic personality disorder, each one of them are still individual people with their own issues, meaning that, yes, all of them have, the ones that do have narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. Hey, Texas. But those that have NPD, you still got to remember some of them have alcohol problems, some of them have porn addictions, some of them have, and some of the somatics, if you look for like at the somatics that are into sex, that are into their looks, a lot of them, a lot of them, because they're into the sex, they're into the looks, a lot of them you'll find they have porn addiction. So each individual narcissist is still an individual person that has individual problems. They all have the same diagnosis and we're not diagnosing because we can't just throw out diagnosis. Hey, from Canada. Hey, Miss Cherie. But at the same time, they're still individual people. They're still individual people, and each one of them have their own individual problems. Not all of them are addicted to pornography, and those that are addicted to pornography is no different than a person without with NPD that has porn addictions. And so some of them are pedophiles, some of them are not pedophiles. Each individual one is still each individual narcissist. What they have the similarities is the NPD. And the NPD is a personality disorder. It's a character flaw. And that character flaw, just like I talked a lot about people that have like Down syndrome, they have very similar features. They have very similar symptomology. Those that have autism, they have very similar symptomology. You find people with schizophrenia, they have the same, symptomology, no different than a narcissist. They have the same symptomology. They have a character flaw. It's a character, is the dysfunction or abnormal psychology. It's abnormal personality disorder. It's a personality, it's abnormal personality. And so, but they all are still individual people. And so just like a person that doesn't have NPD, that has a porn addiction or a drug addiction is the same as a narcissist that may have a drug addiction or a porn addiction. The only difference is they also have NPD. So take all the symptomology from NPD and add it to a or add the porn addiction to that. Let's see. Angela, you said you don't feel like you trust men now. What can you do? Get into counseling. You get into counseling, you have to deal with the trauma that you dealt with. That you've been through. Will an ex-wife husband go back to the narc? Depends on that. Well, if you get hoovered, you might. Yeah, if they get hoovered and the hoover is good, they might go back. Especially if they don't know what they're dealing with. He said, Shamia said, is it common for the narcissist to email you telling you that you left something as simple as a jacket months after you left, and they're now with someone else? I didn't respond, by the way. You're being hoovered. That's called a hoover. They're hoovering you. Do you have any suggestion in regards to CBT therapy? My son has thought distortion. Is there anything else to help him? You would have to go to a person that specializes in children. I don't specialize in children. I'm eclectic, so I use a lot of different modalities when I do therapy, but you would have to speak to someone that specializes in children, and you have to find what works for your son. What works for your son? How do I convince myself that my narc? Okay, Monique said, how do I convince myself that my ex-narc's whole self being fake or made up? I struggle with that. It's hard to accept that he's a narc. Well, you just said it. You just said it. Go back and watch my video about the relationship was never real. But if you can pick out out of the videos, if you hear it, then you probably were with a narcissist. So if you hear it on the live and you're watching my videos, then there's probably something that has stuck out to you that defines him being a narcissist. So yes, it may be hard for you to accept, but it is what it is. It is what it is. D Sweat said the narc was a hardcore video gamer addiction. 35 minutes? Okay. I got 35 minutes, y'all. Just be real, keep is counting me down. Come on, y'all, come talk to me. Y'all had a long week. We had a guest speaker, and so I have been out and about this is my first day back, and I was gonna go sleep. So I am here with you guys. I want to answer some questions. Come talk to me. Who's that? Unapologetically dope. Love all the videos. They helped you so much. I am so honored. Thank you so much. Let me see. Arian, hopefully I said that right. Thanks to these videos, I watched it play out before discarding him. I'm hard of hearing, so I just watched and got more disgusted or shocked, but it sure helped me see the true robot in him. Girl, see, you can do what we can do. What we can't do, you take the hearing aids out and you don't have to listen to nothing that they say, period. Hey, Nakia, how are you? See, Just Believe said, dating is scary. I watch all your videos and it helped me through me getting ghosted for 4 months. Any tips on red flags on first dates? Watch the videos. They go to red flags, watch the videos. Now, some of y'all ask me questions. You got the videos to go watch. You watch the videos and you can pick out your own red flags. Are you ready to date? That's the question. If you have not healed from the last relationship you've been in, then it's not good to rush into a relationship. Don't rush into a relationship. All is well, Miss Nakia, sure is. Linda said, do you think the narcissist is like the fallen? Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, I mentioned that in another video before. If you guys watched, is it Fallen? Fallen. Hey, Miss Maria. Fallen reminds me of the narcissist. Just want to say hi and I appreciate your work. Just let me know I'm not crazy. Absolutely not. You are not crazy. You really helped me understand deep-rooted pain. Deep-rooted pain. Okay. Deep-rooted pain. Let's see. Miss Curie said, hello, Dr. Bryant. Will a narc have a mental breakdown if they get publicly humiliated? I left a narc in April. He did something, got on the news, and is being attacked online. People call him crazy. It's a narcissistic injury. Some narcissists, when they've been injured very deeply, when there's a narc injury and it's a very deep narc injury, don't be surprised because they'll commit suicide. Some of them can't reboot from that and they will commit suicide. Not saying he will or won't. Hey there, sunshine, welcome. But if it's a serious narc injury to a point where, because remember, they have a very fragile self-esteem. And so if it gets to a point where there's a serious narc injury, especially something like this, where everybody thinks that they're crazy, and they get enough pressure. See, with you guys, a lot of you have been through a lot of pressure and you're learning to bounce back. With a narcissist, they don't have the bounce back like we do. Kind of remind me of Tigger off of Winnie the Pooh. They don't have the bounce back like we do. And so for a narcissist to be humiliated that way, that is really attacking their self-esteem. And what ends up happening is that some of them will commit suicide because they can't bounce back from that. You've messed with their whole facade, their whole illusion. Oh, we got another. Okay, is it Rachel? Miss Rachel? I was just asking the question. So people from Australia are called Aussies, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, called Aussies, right? From Australia, love my information. Just about to go pick up the kids. We'll have to watch this again later. Okay. This really lie. They really lie about everything. Oh, absolutely. Tawana, you said talk more about the covert narc. They can go a while and not bother you, but it never fails to show up again. That's all of them. That's all of the narcissists. Covert, overt, somatic, cerebral. They're all like that. What does it mean when a narc wants to be friends when they discard you? They're hoovering you, trying to get back in. Aussies, okay. Thank you, Miss Rachel. He's evil. Thanks for the great information. You're welcome. I've been no contact for 2 years. Good job. What's bizarre is that the ex still plots my downfall behind the scenes because of the fact in their mind, till death do us part. In their minds, you belong to them forever, forever. Even though we pay no attention to them, in their mind, they're always able to come back, regardless if you're with somebody or not. Can a narcissist be emotionally abusive and not physically abusive? Oh, absolutely. There are some narcissists that are not physically abusive. Absolutely. But all of them are emotionally abusive. Please explain why some people get hives. What vitamins can you take to balance out your health again? LPN, you a nurse. How you ask me a question like that? Why do some people get hives? Now, if you're a nurse, why do people get hives when they get stressed? Ding ding. Why do people get hives when they get stressed? And vitamins, you got to go talk to a nutritionist or your. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not an herbalist. I don't know. Mine showed up after 30 years. See, point right there. It doesn't matter how long it is. They'll come back and hoover you. See, from India. Oh wow, from India. Hello from India. What happens to the narc when they know you can see through their fake mask? They get angry at you, and some of them causes. Oh, the name is Leah. Okay, my apologies. My apologies. When you can see through their fake mask, they'll probably smear your name, or they'll probably turn, or they'll discard you. When you can see through their mask, when you can see through a narcissist mask, a lot of times they won't waste time on you, and there's sometimes they'll just discard you, or they won't even try to engage with you. Can the narc get help? There is no help for a narcissist. Narcissistic personality disorder has no cure to it, no medication. Hey, Miss Kamira, there is no there is no cure for narcissistic personality disorder. It's a personality flaw. It is a personality. It's a dysfunction in the personality as they were growing up. It's a dysfunction in the personality. Oh, from India too. Well, hello there from India. Well, I love you for loving me too. If a narc start going to church, do they change? No. Are the narcissists usually older? No. They start from somewhere. My narc stated that he would destroy me if I leave him. You might want to listen to him because they tell you exactly how they think, Love Candy. Let's see. Annette said, I'm a Christian and believe that God can deliver anyone from anything. My husband is a rehab for drug and alcohol addiction. I spoke with his therapist and told her that he's a narcissist. I believe that she's going to look into it. Do you believe that a narcissist can be delivered? That is, if he believes he's one. Well, first of all, go check out my mentor's YouTube channel. Her name is Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. She's the presiding prelate or the senior pastor of our church, and she has other churches and ministries under her. She talks about the narcissist, and she talks about narcissistic personality disorder from a spiritual perspective. I'll tell you this much, because I am a believer, I'm a Christian myself, but I am a mental health, and I am but I am a mental health provider. So the information that I provide you, I provide it from a clinical perspective. From a clinical perspective, in that a narcissist, there is no cure for narcissism. There's no medication. There's no therapy. It's a personality flaw. It will not change. From a Christian perspective, you got to understand, yes, God can deliver anybody from anything if they're willing to admit that they have a problem. A narcissist is not going to admit that they have a problem, nor will the narcissist look within. Anytime a person wants to be delivered, they have to come and confess their sins to God, right? And so a narcissist is not going to confess anything to God. Why? Because of the fact that they don't see anything wrong with them. It doesn't matter. Even if they're, yes, they can get delivered from, they can get cured from alcohol, drugs, and alcohol. He is in treatment and everything. But when you're dealing with a personality disorder, they don't see anything wrong with themselves. So we can only pray up to their will. And that's as far as you can pray, up to his will. Now, he has to have the desire to want to change. He has a desire to want to change and confess that something is wrong. Most of them don't see anything wrong with themselves. You're the problem, not them. And so can they be delivered? Yeah, they can be delivered if they confess something's wrong with them. But what narc have you seen confess that something is wrong with them? I haven't seen it in a clinical setting. You might want to go check out my pastor, Apostle Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper on YouTube. You can ask her those questions too. She's on live usually Tuesday through Saturday, and you can ask her questions as well. This is what she This is what she does on a daily basis, and she brings a biblical perspective and a spiritual perspective. And when you ask those questions, she'll give you a answer based on her experience as a senior pastor and a leader within the ministry. I give you the answers based off of a clinical, and clinically, no, they can't change. Clinically, they cannot change. 8 years with the narc, didn't know until I started watching you and Apostle Helen, learned how to go supernova if I meet another narcissist. No, Angela, you don't go supernova. Supernova is a reaction. And that usually, if you go supernova, 9 times out of 10, you're going to need therapy and probably some medication. Because most people that go supernova, that's not a powerful thing. Most people that go supernova, they're on the very edge, and 9 times out of 10, either they're going to go to counseling or they're going to be an inpatient or something like that, and it's hard for them to recover. If you go supernova, 9 times out of 10, you got some severe PTSD and emotional problems. So it's not something that you just decide to do. And there are some people on here that were talking about it as well when it happened. They said that it's not a fun thing that can happen. If that happens, that's not a fun. You are on the verge. Either you're going to kill yourself or kill them, and that's usually what happens. Let's see. I haven't even heard of narcissists on their deathbed confessions, their sins to God. You haven't heard that? Finally seen the light? I haven't heard it either. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I haven't heard it. Let me see. KM said, my spouse died unexpectedly. How can you grieve and stop feeling crazy when you had no idea your narc was living a double life and kept us isolated? We have children and our home is full of triggers. You're going to have to get into counseling. You're going to have to get into grief and grief and loss counseling, KM. So you might want to get into grief and loss counseling. Who is that? Fiona says Supernova. What is that? Go watch Super Empath. Go watch the one that I did on Super Empath 1 and Super Empath versus the Greater Narcissist. Mike Smith said, why do narcs like setting people up? Have you not been watching my videos? I'm going to let you go watch the videos and you ask me that question again after you watch these videos. Go back and watch some of my videos and you're going to find out why they like setting people up. Because that's in their nature. That's what they do. It's all about them. It is all about them. You are the little man on the totem pole. There you go. Finally seen the light. Say yes. It's not something you're proud of doing, Supernova. There you go. There you go. That's somebody that's probably went Supernova. There you go. Hey there, Gabe. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. How are you doing, sir? Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Angela said the narc I dealt with says he found God because he doesn't drink anymore, but he still does horrible things. So there's no way in my eyes that he has found God. Hey, Ms. Angela, if somebody says they're an apple tree, what should you see on that tree? Apples. If you see oranges, there's something wrong with that, right? You're on it. Let me see. Clennon Osborne. I told him he was rude and narcissistic by his name and his real name too, instead of his nickname. Haven't heard from him since 2 weeks now. No contact. Depending on how long you've been with him, be prepared. He could hoover. Well, hey there, God ever present. Fiona said they don't find God. Sunshine said, can I also find you on Facebook? You can, but just don't come on my personal Facebook. Go on my professional, which is Psychological Health Consultants and Services, or go to my Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. I mean, not overcoming, is it? Overcoming Narcissist Abuse is my Facebook page. If you guys can, hey there. If you guys come on my personal Facebook page, then I'm not going to accept it. That's my personal Facebook page. Miss Maria said everything is about him. Absolutely. Miss Erica said, I'm still struggling with wanting him back. I don't know how to let him go. My heart says I love him. My head says run. He still wants to date me, but live a single life. That's not a life I want. You're being hoovered. You're being hoovered. Best thing to do is go to counseling and start working on you. You're being hoovered, and it's not going to change. You go back, it's not going to change. Hey there, Miss Ebony. She said, hello, new to the channel. They are so sad. My ex-narc used God to get close to me. After 5 years, I left him and didn't know he was a narc until I saw your channel. See, at least you got away, Ebony. And welcome to the channel. Welcome to the tribe. LNP. I'm saying LPN. I'm sorry, LNP. My narc prayed with me every night. He used to be a minister. The next minute, he'd be on Tinder finding sex with women with no commitment. Well, there goes your apple tree with oranges on it. Tawana said, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Yes. Hey, Miss Teresa. Is it Therese? Therese said, Sabra said, I've been married for a narc for 20 years, waiting on divorce court date. Meanwhile, he's been somewhat back and forth, but I recently found proof in pics he's dating his ex prior to our relationship. She's been in an issue the entire relationship. Anyway, our son is 18 and I don't want them to have much contact. My son has some understanding of narcissism, but now refuses to discuss this with me. Don't push it on him then. You've given him enough information. Don't push any more information on him. Let him be. Mom, let him be, okay? He's got a somewhat understanding. Leave him be. He'll see it for himself. He's old enough, he'll see it for himself. And if she's been an issue all throughout your relationship, then 9 times out of 10, his primary became a secondary. You became the primary, and the former primary became the secondary source supply, meaning that he was going back and forth. That's what he was doing. What in the world? Nobody know what you're saying over here? Okay. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Okay. My ex-narc and his parents, which are pastors, are narcissists. They are master manipulators. That sounds about right. How do you explain to a 12-year-old that his father's a narcissist? You probably can't. You guys have to be careful, because in some court orders, it tells you not to speak ill of the other parent. And so what you can do is listen to the videos out loud, without having to, without telling them to listen to the videos. You listen to the videos out loud. Trust me, they'll ear hustle. They'll listen. And but yeah, usually when you're dealing with a 12-year-old, what you may have to do is teach them about domestic violence. That's what you may want to do. Teach them about domestic violence first. And then you may want to, you listen to your videos, you have it playing in the background or something like that. But usually with a 12-year-old, in some states, I think in Washington as well, you can't speak ill of ill of the other parent. Plus, you want to be very careful, because they're at an age now where if you speak ill of one of the parents, sometimes they will, especially moms, well, dads too. But if you speak ill of one of the parents, they're already struggling with the fact they love their parent. They love their parent. And so what happens is if you speak ill of the other parent, you become the enemy. Hey there, is it Nishia? But if you speak ill of one of the parents, if you speak ill of the parent, you become the enemy to the child. And so what you have to do is you have to be very, very respectable and address the issues as they come up. Certain things that they do, you just keep going back and you go and correct. If they say something, if that narcissist says something to your child, correct them, let the child know that is not appropriate. You may want to the best thing that I can tell you to do is get with a therapist. You can find domestic violence therapists who specialize in domestic violence in children, and they'll teach you how to have a conversation with your children. But narcissism is still relatively not the diagnosis itself, but when you're dealing with a therapist, your best bet is to get with one that's like a domestic violence therapist, and they will teach you how to communicate with your child. Narcissism in itself is a part of domestic violence, but it's still kind of to therapists, it's still kind of a new topic to discuss. Silent treatment towards me was about 80-90% of the marriage. See, it's a form of punishment. That's why. It's the Canadian French way. Wait a minute, to race? I probably sound like a doofus. Oh, a doofus. To race. Oh, to race. That's your name. I'm sorry. Girl, I was about to start speaking another language too. Oh, to race. Oh, that sounds beautiful. You don't sound like a doofus. That sounds beautiful. To race. The Canadian French way. Okay, to race. That is pretty. You don't sound like a doofus. That sounds gorgeous. That sounds sexy, girl. To race. I like that. You are so welcome, Sinclair. Hi, Kia. Let's see. And this is Rena Del Suro. Yo, this is my first live. I've seen you on YouTube recently. Do you or have you dealt with homeless narcs? I haven't given in to his hoovering, but he's beyond annoying. Well, a narcissist can be anybody, homeless or not homeless. And then think about it. There's something that they want. There's probably somewhere to lay their head too. So I don't give in to the hoovering. Don't give in. Miss Clenine said, I met him at work years ago. I told him I don't date men I work with. 3 years later, we no longer work together. He kept trying to date me year after year. He would hit me up on Facebook, and I gave in. I wish I hadn't gave in. Sometimes we make mistakes. Don't beat yourself up. Sometimes we make mistakes. Hey, Miss Sherelle. She said, thank God I made it out. My 3-year-old son is starting therapy next week, and I'll be starting counseling soon after. Good job. Good job. I'm proud of you. So Miss Shirley said, hi, Dr. Carmen. My ex turned my whole family against me. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. You are so welcome, Miss Sherelle. Hey there, Simret Selassie. Simret. Hopefully I said that right. What kind of therapy do I need to get over the narc? Well, what you might want to find is like a trauma therapist or domestic violent therapist. A lot of them are still learning about narcissist abuse. It is domestic violence. So you guys know that narcissist abuse is domestic violence, is just a more insidious form of domestic violence. And so what I recommend is just what I recommend at this particular time is to find a therapist that specializes in trauma and or domestic violence. That's where you start off at. Start off like that, okay? KRS1 said, yeah, dated the ex-narc from work 8 years ago. It was a setup from enough by the enemy. There you go. Dr. Carmen, my husband is a covert narcissist, and I have been married for 18 years, and I can't take it no more. Well, Miss Nashay, what I would say is continue to watch the videos and get strength. Strengthen yourself. Find out your legal rights. Find a therapist that understands domestic violence or even cluster B personality disorders. And just prepare yourself. If you have children, find legal advice. Find a legal advocate or a domestic violence advocate. To assist you before you jump up and run. Okay, 18 years is a long time. Do I ever do seminars in the Atlanta area? If you invite me, I will. But I don't. No, ma'am, I haven't been anywhere yet. I've been up here. You guys sent for me. You set it up. Pay me to come. I'll go. Let's see. Aren't married and owe child support. He came back promising change and new start. Now that he's manipulated me to give him all I have, we're left with nothing, and he's now with person he had an affair with. Well, Victoria, that sounds about right. And I'm sorry you went through that, but that sounds about right. That sounds like a narcissist. Well, that sounds like that narcissist. Yes, being married to one like living in a Tyler Perry movie. So much unnecessary drama. I believe that. My ex-narc had a secret room and I was prohibited access. He would be in the computer for hours. I was invisible most of the time. He's probably addicted to porn too. You sent me something, God, ever present. Okay. Good day. Well, hey there, Sarish Khan. And Miss Therese. Hold on, let me go back and look. Let's go back and look how you pronounce that. I don't want to mess it up. Therese. I'm glad I caught you live. Thank you, Miss Carmen. You're welcome. Thank you for running your channel and doing lives. Just thank you. So welcome. They're very materialistic. A lot of the somatics are materialistic. Most of the somatics, those that have the somatic, the ones that are into material possessions, sex, looks, they're very meticulous about their looks. They're all about the looks. Those are somatics. Those are the ones that are very materialistic. The cerebrals are more of the thinkers. Most of them are thinkers. And they will outthink you. They're very intellectual. A lot of them are not really interested in sex. If they use sex, they use it as a tool or a weapon against you. But a lot of the cerebrals are not into sex. He told me I'm the most difficult person he ever met in his entire life. All I could do was laugh, all because he couldn't control me. That's probably exactly right. Can you do a video in which we can share with our family members so they can help understand what we went through? Can I do a video so that you can help? Okay, where you been? Now, all those videos, I did over 100, almost close to 200 videos. You can share any video on there you want to with your family members. There's no particular video I would have to do for family members. All you have to do is show us some of the videos that's on how to thump you. Go look on my YouTube channel. And any video on there, you can share with your family members to help them understand what you've been through. But there's no one particular one I can do to help your family members understand. You have to let them watch the videos. And from there, they have to get understanding. They say you are the abuser when you defend yourself. Oh, absolutely. Remember, they're always the victim. Tawana said you got to learn how to play the game, especially when you're raising kids with them. Well, you're never going to win at the game. I can tell you that. So to play the game, you're never going to win the game. They'll wear you out before you wear them out. The way I deliver the info on the Vice is just awesome. Well, thank you. I'm just being me. Never knew what a normal relationship is. Most of you guys that are coming out of these type of situations, 9 minutes, okay. But most of you guys that are coming out of these situations with a narcissist, you know, if you ever had a normal relationship, you probably forgot what that was like. Now that you coming out of this narcissistic relationship, it's almost like I don't even know what is right and what is wrong. And a lot of you have become very defensive because you're protecting yourself. Ms. Denise said, hi, Dr. Carmen. Thank you for all you do. Do narcs change for the new supply if they have money, a high-paying job, and a big house? Now, Denise, now where you been? All those videos that I have. And it says, and one of the main videos says, do they change for the new supply? Denise, I'll thump you too. Go over there and look at my YouTube channel and go. There's a video in there that says, do they change for the new supply? It don't matter whether they have a good job or not. Just Real said they love it when you play. Yeah, because it gives them fuel. So they don't mind you playing the game with them because it gives them fuel. It energizes them. Makes them feel empowered. You thought I was Mel B on my thumbnail? Now she cute. Why is it so difficult to convince other? Why is it so difficult? Okay. You can't keep coming. Let me hide you from my channel. Yeah, let me just. Okay. Hold on. I missed it. Has somebody here playing. Why is it so why is it so difficult to convince our other family members that the narc is really the abuser and we victims are the ones being abused? Because that's the game that they play. They're always the victim and they're very convincing. They take a lot of what you say. When you tell them how abusive they are, they take your verbiage, they take your vocabulary and use your vocabulary against you when they're smear campaigning. And so whatever you're saying, you know, you are abusive and this is what you've done, they listen to everything that you say and they take your words and use your words against you to other people. Let's see. Let me see. How do I hide this user? There we go. I'm going to hide him from our channel. Make sure that he is hidden. Why does he keep coming back? Let's see. Why does he keep coming back? Okay. These are straight up canaries. Yes, they mirror you. That's what they do because they have no real personality. Absolutely. Their sexuality preferences can swing both cerebral and somatic. Yeah. Some of them can go back and forth. Some cerebrals go to somatic and some somatics are cerebral as well. So they can go back and forth. Tawana said, not play games, but know how to handle them. No contact unless absolutely necessary. Absolutely. I don't know what to do. My son is getting in trouble and I'm raising him on my own. I'm so sad. Counseling. Counseling. Get him into counseling. Get him into counseling with someone that you're comfortable with. When you shop for a counselor, don't just settle for anybody. If you don't like the counselor, you know, you find out you don't like the counselor, they're not, you know, if they don't meet your need, you can interview a counselor. You know, I tell people all the time, you know, you can interview the counselor. It takes me out when I block him. How does it take you out when you block him? Really? You said, girl, bye. Please tell the truth about those demons. You right? Brooklyn. Okay. Hey, Brooklyn. My parents did that to me. I feel alone. 5 minutes left. Okay, I got 5 minutes, y'all. Just Be Real is keeping me on track. Let's see. And he said, because he loves and accepts me as he should because God made me this way. God didn't make him that way. That's like saying God made me with cancer. That's not a true statement. Don't believe them. What are steps to overcome dissociation? Counseling. Because if you're dealing with dissociation or derealization, you're probably dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder. So it means you might want to get into counseling with a counselor that is familiar with trauma. When I left him in March, he unblocked his old girlfriend on Facebook and instant messaged her about 5 days after I left. He's hoovering her. It's called the Hoover. That's the game that they play. Say Harriet, mine said God sent him to me. Yeah, okay. Just like he sent you 2 left shoes. I see, thank you. About to make some coffee and watch some of your videos. God, you, and everybody else. Hey there, sunshine. Okay, almost a year, finally getting myself back. Wearing makeup, wearing perfume again. Earrings, again, God is good. He hates it. I never realized I let those simple things go. Girl, you better be cute. You better put some girl, you better put some earrings in your ears and be cute. They missing videos? Who missing videos? No, I'm talking about me being borderline personality disorder. Counseling, girl, you can get into DBT. DBT helps with borderline personality disorder. Borderline personality disorder is also a personality disorder too. It is a personality disorder which usually is derived from trauma, some kind of trauma. Girl, I'm about to lose it. I have no family or support. Get you into counseling. You gotta get you some counseling. Get you some counseling. Okay. What in the world is this? Okay. I don't know what this is. It keeps popping up. I think it's spam. Okay, but I got you. There we go. There we go. That's true. I can relate to where you do stop looking nice for yourself. See? I got 2 minutes. Okay, I got 2 minutes, y'all. Shelly said, I will. I want to help other people with this and start a channel. You got to help yourself first. Help yourself first before you start a channel. Because once you start a channel, you're dealing with people that are very hurt and broken. And so if you are hurt and broken when you start a channel, you're going to be triggered. And so a hurt, broken person, it's hard for a hurt, broken person to help other people. You got to get beyond where you are first, and you have to learn to heal, and you have to be able to take people through the steps of healing. But if you've never been through the steps of healing, it becomes a little hard to take people through the steps of healing, because you'll make videos, and I'm not saying you will, but I'm just saying, but sometimes people make videos, and they make videos from their place of pain that they're at the current location where they're at. The pain that they're at. And so you have to get beyond. You have to be able to get beyond where you are, because you have to be able to take people beyond where you are. Hold on, Shelly. You can do it. You're stronger than you think, and you can heal. Never give up. Absolutely. Hey, Miss Luba, how are you? Thank you, Dr. Brian, for all your videos. I'm learning a lot. I was a military wife for 12 years. I regret I didn't go to his first sergeant after he choked and slapped me. Oh. You could also went to the they have the name of it. It's through social work services in the military. It's the family I can't think of the name of it now. Family Advocacy Program. FAP. Dale, you could have went through the Family Advocacy Program through the military. That is the place where they go through when they have domestic violence and stuff like that as well. You could have made a FAP report. Love this chat. You love this chat? One day at a time. That's right, Elvis. One day at a time. Absolutely. Let's see. Okay, all these remarks coming really, really quick. Ash said, you are so correct in all the information you give. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. I got 30 seconds. Okay, she counting me down, y'all. I got 30 seconds. I just ordered your book and check. Thank you. Good night. Restricted or unrestricted report with the Army. Well, with the FAP, when you're talking about restricted or unrestricted, you're talking about sexual, you're talking about a IG complaint. An IG complaint is restricted or unrestricted. When you're talking about a FAP report, a family advocacy report, family advocacy program, when you report through that family advocacy program, that is where either a child is being abused or a wife or a husband is being abused. And so it doesn't matter. Usually they're not restricted or unrestricted. It's a report, and then it will get sent to the command. And so what you're talking about, restricted or unrestricted, that's an IG complaint, an inspector general complaint. And that's usually dealing with, or it could be a EO complaint. A EO complaint could mean sexual harassment, or some kind of EO complaint. Okay, let me back up. An EO complaint, an equal opportunity complaint with the military, can be restricted or unrestricted. What you're doing is a family advocacy program. You can contact them and you can make a complaint saying that you were abused. There we go. That's what I meant. I'm sorry, I didn't mean IG, I meant EO. Leave narcs alone by any means necessary, please. Absolutely. Good night, Angel Grace. Good night, loving me. How to create a support system. You got to find people that are on your team. You got to find people that are in your community, people that have been together. Or you can create a support group. Look at this support group right here. Thank you so much, Evelyn Castillo. Pretty name. It's amazing how many people don't know this is who they're with, and oftentimes hard to believe people really have the disorder. It's sad. People have to put them on the pedestal. Oh, absolutely. You're so welcome, Miss Shelley. Kiran, good question. Okay, before you go, love you and have a blessed week. Thank you so much. Love you back. This was so fun. No, you can see, normally you guys keep me on here for an hour, hour and a half, and then I'm sleepy and my eyes are hurting because I'm under this light right here, and I got to put these glasses on. And so I got to love me too. I come and talk to you guys so I can start my week off. I enjoy talking to you guys and answering questions. You guys are my family. And so I love talking to my family on Sunday evenings. I'm always excited coming in here on Sundays to come look for you guys, see who's here, see who's new, so you guys can see me and we can interact, as opposed to those pre-recorded videos, which is very, think about it. I'm sitting in an office space. There's nobody in there but me and my fish. And I'm recording these videos and I'm laughing at myself while I'm telling you guys stuff. So I'm cracking jokes all by myself. Imagine if somebody walks in there and sees me in there laughing at myself. So by the time you guys get it, we're all laughing together, but I'm in there recording it by myself. So at least when I'm live, I can laugh with you guys. And I know you guys are actually listening to me as I'm talking. No, I don't need any more time. Don't be trying to bully me. Just be real. Don't be bullying me. Bullying me. Actually, I wish I heard this years ago. Almost divorced from the cruel person. I'm telling him to leave. Hold on, my kids, leave his house. I'm trying to read real fast. Okay, y'all. Well, all right. Well, let's go. So everybody ready to go to sleep? God bless. Thank you so much, Annette. Thank you so much. You guys don't ever hear the water in the background? I know y'all do, because somebody said it before. You hear the water in the background when I'm recording the videos? That's my fish tank. One day I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can see the fish tank. But I know you guys hear the water in the background running. That's my fish tank in the background. It's so soothing. I do. Y'all know I love you. You guys know I love you. Thank you. You like my lashes? Good night, you guys. I know it's never enough time. If you guys wanted me to, you guys probably had me here all night, wouldn't you? It is soothing. It's very soothing. Once I turn the camera off, I turn my TV back on. But it is very soothing to hear the water running in the background. You got to find something. I know. You ain't lying, just be real. I'm waiting for you to put on a uniform and show up on the camera with your hand to my stop. But I appreciate you guys. I do. I appreciate all you guys. Hopefully you guys, you help comfort a lot of pain. I hope so. Somebody was there to comfort me, and I want to be there to comfort you guys. If it wasn't for my mentor, and my mentor is there for me, and she's been there for 12 years. 12 years. So my mentor was there for me. She rolled in the mud with me. South Africa, go ahead. But my mentor was there for me, and she's been with me for 12 years. And she brought me from the mud to where I'm at. And I'm ever so grateful that someone had the time and the love, enough love for me when I was hurting to get me to this point. And now, because someone did it, I want to pay it forward. I want to make sure that you guys get what I got. And so that's why I'm here for you guys. I know what it's like. It's not like I don't know. I know what it's like. And so I'm here for you guys. Hugs and kisses to you guys too. All right, you guys. It took you, no, it didn't take me, girl, no, it didn't take me no 12 years. It took me 5 years, not 12. Oh, no, 12 years? No, no. Girl, I would have been an inpatient somewhere. No, it took me 5 years. Remember, I was married for 20 years. I was with the person for 22. And so it took me 5 years to recover. 5 years from all that trauma. So no, it didn't take me no 12 years, girl. Ooh, 5 years to what? 5 years to 20. For me, it was 5 years to 22 years. 25 years. Ooh. Yeah, I was with him for 22 years. Took me 5 years. 5 years. Yeah, it took me 5 years. Took me 5 years to write the book. 30 years. Wow. When did I? You asked me when did I start dating? When did I say I was dating? I ain't dating. I don't want to date right now. I got things I got to take care of y'all. If I were to date, then I'm not going to have as much time for y'all. So I want to invest in you guys. So it's not time for me to date. I have other things to do. I got things to do, y'all, people to meet, places to go. Tell us your story one day. I did. You got to go back and look at my videos. Somebody asked me my story one day. Well, just be real. I guess I don't went past the mark, huh? I did tell my story. There's a couple of live, it was questioning. I think it maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago, somebody asked me the question and I gave a part of my story. I did tell my story. So I did tell my story. And it was just as ferocious. It was pretty bad, but I didn't get into details like that. But I did tell my story. So if you guys go back and look, see, now you got to go back and look. From, I think it's maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago, somebody kept asking me, so I finally told the story. And I'm focused on you guys. I know I'm still going. Here we go again. Let's report them. So let's report them. Yep. And we're going to hide that user. So you guys ready to go to sleep? We would love to hear. Miss Tawana, I told my story. Go back to my YouTube videos. It's maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I told my story. So you go back. Now you guys got to go back. Look, 3 or 4. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Crumsy. Thank you so much. Thank you for the funds. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm fired. How you fired me? I hired you. Just be real, just fired me, y'all. How you fired me? What is your story? The video entitled, it was one of the question and answers live. And somebody asked me my story and I told my story. So you guys, now you got to go back and look. See? Ha ha. Make you look. Now you got to go back and look at the story. I told my story. So you guys go back and look. It's a question and answer live. I think it's maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. Somebody asked my story and I told my story. What is the name of the video where I told my story? Overcoming narcissist abuse question and answers live. About 3 or 4 weeks ago. It was a Sunday video like this. Well, you guys ready? Hey, Paula, we can ready to get off now. Everybody get ready to go to sleep. Y'all ready? My Walton family, you ready, John Boy? Good night, John Boy. Hey, Miss Jonay. What a pretty name. You been listening? Oh, thank you. I'm off tomorrow. Keep talking. I'm off tomorrow, too. I can't believe Just For Real fired me. Aaron, you got to watch them all. Go back about 3 or 4 videos, about 3 or 4 question and answer live, and I told my story. Y'all want me to tell my story? Go back. And if you guys find my story, then next week tell me you found my story. Somebody asked me to tell my story, I told my story. Look at y'all, nosy, just nosy. I'm gonna go be great. I'm awesome. Thank you, Miss Kimberly. I appreciate it. What's the date? I don't know. I don't know the date it was. I have to go back. I don't have another computer. I don't have another tablet. My tablet is over here. So I don't remember which one. I don't recall which one it was. That means you guys got to go watch it now. Now you got to go scroll through it. You got to click on it and scroll through it. About 3 or 4 weeks ago. Hey, you guys, I'm ready to go, okay? My Walton family, thank you guys so much. I'm funny. Thank you so much. I'm glad you laughed. It's Monday morning in South Africa. I bet you it's beautiful there, isn't it? Beautiful. You are so welcome. That was a good video. You remember, Dale? You remember? Hey, good night, you guys, okay? Thank you guys so much for being here with me. And I'm going to go be great, and I want you guys to go be great. Gabe said it was like 4 to 6 weeks ago. Time flies. See, Gabe? You remember my story, Gabe? See? So he said it's about 4 or 6 weeks ago. So go look at the question and answers live. So it's about 4 to 6 weeks ago. So it's about 4 to 6 videos on the Sunday night. The question and answer live is about 4 to 6 weeks ago. Now you guys got to go look. But somebody did. I don't know, Gabe, was it you who asked me the question? One of you guys on here asked me to tell my story, and I told my story. Why is my story so relevant? You guys don't believe that I've been through it? I'm not sure. I got to go look. I got to go look. Why is you guys don't believe I've been through it? I'm rehired. You cutting up. You believe me? Okay. Y'all believe me that I went through something like this too? How can somebody be so in detail if they have no idea what you've been through? And I hit the mark every time. Come on, y'all. I must know what I'm talking about. And that's not just, you can study something, but you can study something. There's one thing to have head knowledge, and there's something to have experience and knowledge. There's something to have experience and knowledge. You believe me? Okay, let me ask my boss. Just be real. May I tell my story? See? I'm accurate, right? I look so cute. You don't look like you went through. Well, I ain't supposed to. We are not supposed to look like what we went through. If I looked like what we went through, I would be a hot mess. I would look a hot, but okay, hold on. I'm going to tell you, on my Facebook page, there are some pictures that I posted to let you guys see what I looked like when I was going through what I went through. So if you go to Psychological Health Consultants and Services, go look through the photos. There's a collage of photos in there when I was like 9 gazillion pounds. You remember that finally? Seen the light? I was about 9 million pounds. There was another one where I was working late one night. I am a, see? But there's another one where I was working late and my eyes were kind of bloodshot, but you can almost see the, the look on my face was more like an empty look. You could tell that I had this empty look on my face. And then the last picture you see is what you see now. And so that's to let you guys know that I've been there too. So if you go look on Psychological Health Consultants and Services, that's my Facebook page. If you go look through the photos on there, you'll see the pictures of my process. There's a picture where I was almost 300 pounds. And then there's a picture where I was working late one night. I had bloodshot eyes. I had a black turtleneck on. And I was working late one night, but you can almost see the empty, the blank look on my face because I was going through that type of pain. And then you see the picture of myself once I started making these videos where you could tell that I had been healed. John Boy and Ben, you said, you just nosy? Okay. Boss, hey, just be real, boss. Is it okay to tell the story? That's the best revenge. I'm funny, see? Nosy folks, y'all just nosy. Nosy. My videos. Okay, y'all. All right. Well, let's get off. I'm going to let y'all go look, okay? Couldn't make this up if you tried. It's the Twilight Zone. Yeah. How long did it take me to heal? About 5 years. Took about 5 years. It was a 22-year relationship, so you want me to get the short version? Okay, I'm gonna give you the short version. All right. So you guys know that I was married for 20 years, and I was in the relationship for 22 years. And what happened was, is I did not know I was with a narcissist. I just knew something wasn't right. And so at the time I was going through my master's program, and so I was learning about diagnosis, and I couldn't figure out, like, is the individual borderline? Is the individual a narcissist? And so one day I got so frustrated, I was like, what are you? And the individual looked and was like, well, I'm not borderline. I sound more narcissistic. Now, I kept that in my mind, but I didn't think, I didn't think anything of it. And so really, I didn't realize that I was with a narcissist until after I left the relationship. And so after I left the relationship is when it dawned on me that I actually was with a narcissist. So all the stuff that you guys have been through, the love bombing, the I wasn't, was I hoovered? I was hoovered. But the love bombing, the facade, and I was with a somatic and cerebral narcissist. And so the love bombing, the discard, there was a plethora of secondary sources of supplies. They will pop up quite often. Very abusive relationship, very abusive relationship. I was in the military as well. And so I used to have to hide it from my soldiers. My soldiers, I don't know if they were aware or not, but I used to hide it from my soldiers. But it wasn't until after I got out the relationship that I realized I was with a narcissist. And so once I made up in my mind that this was it, when I walked away, I discarded and walked away. And the smear campaign started, but the smear campaign was more of, the story was is that he had to leave me. And in actuality, he opened the door and I was able to leave. And so it kind of worked out in my favor. And so, but the smear campaign started. So with the new supply, they smear campaigned me together. They harassed me together, but I just stayed no contact, gray rock, and I leave it at that. We have a child together, and it's the co-parenting, counter-parenting, but I keep it like that. I gray rock. I keep it like that. Minimum amount of communication, just as far as I have to go. And so that's the short version. So did they answer the question? There goes a short version. Now go back and find the other video. You'll see the other part of what I said. So there you go. So they answered the question. Was that good, boss? Was that good, just be real? Was that good, boss? So there you go. There was the short version. You told me to give you the short version. There goes the short version. You are so welcome. Same story as everyone else. Absolutely. And I went through some serious, serious abuse. So you guys, there you go. It wasn't it. See, you're so welcome. There you go. So you go look at the other story. You go look at the other story about 4 to 6 weeks ago. I think Gabe was on when I told the story. Your strength is why I stopped feeling mad and ashamed of myself last month. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. So you guys, if you go to my Facebook page, on the Facebook page, I posted, I think it was 3 pictures. It's a collage of pictures. One was when I was almost 300 pounds. What am I a doctor of? I'm a doctor of education and counseling psychology. The emphasis is in counselor education and clinical supervision. And then I hold a master's degree in marriage and family therapy, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor. And that's Dominion. Did they answer your question? Were you being smart or were you just asking a question? Thank you so much. You are so welcome. Okay, you asking a question for real. Okay, you weren't being ugly. You studying cognitive distortion currently? Okay. Does talking about my personal story help me heal, or does it take me back to reliving the pain? Also, how do I make sure our divorce doesn't affect my boys? Counseling. Well, if you're telling your story, are you telling your story? The best time to tell your story is in counseling first. Once you get it out of your system, you're not reacting anymore. You have to know why you're telling your story. Are you telling your story to help people, or are you telling your story because you want to tell your story and you're angry? Hey, UK. What are the odds if dating BPD and then NPD? Gosh. So you got to know why you're telling your story. Why are you telling your story? Are you telling your story to help other people? Are you telling your story to show other people that they can make it too? I tell I really don't talk about my story all the time because I'm more focused on your stories. I'm more focused on helping you guys, to let you guys know that I've been through it. I share that part of my story with you guys, to let you guys see that I'm no different than any of you guys. I've been through it as well. Some of you guys have been through much more than I have. But I have been through some very, very traumatic things, my whole family, the children and everything. So just to let you guys know that you too, it's new, so I'm angry. I don't taunt people. Okay. So Sparkle, what you may want to do is you may want to go to counseling and get that story out until you're no longer angry and you're no longer reacting to it. Because if you're telling your story and you still react to it, you still have some wounds that are open. And anytime you have open wounds, when you're telling people your story, you can open up wounds for other people. So if I came on and I still had open wounds, it would open up wounds for other people, and you guys would be just as hurt as I am, because that means I will be angry. So you have to tell your story from a healed place, because you got to be able to take people from where they are to a place of healing. People know when a person is hurting, and and you guys, with some of you guys are actually empaths, so you'll feel the pain of the other person. It's not going to help you any. Well, thank you so much, Jopa. Hopefully I said that right. Is it Yopa or Jopa? To encourage you to get a higher education. Okay, I kind of missed that conversation. I'm sorry. We are all hurt. Well, some of you were hurt and you have gone beyond that hurt. Some of you are still hurt. Some of you were hurt and have gone beyond that. And some of you are still dealing with the hurt. Are children safe around a narcissist? Depends on what type of narcissist you have. But remember, they do the exact same thing. They do the exact same thing that they do to you. So the love bombing, the discard, the silent treatment, everything that they do to an adult is the same thing they do to the kids. You're an empath, you feel me? Did your parents encourage you to get a higher education? No, I encouraged myself to get a higher education. I was in the military, and so I encouraged myself to get a higher education. You believe me? You just want to hear it? Okay. See, is it dandelions? Dandelions. Yeah, we can ring it off now. Just be real. My boss gave me a little time, so now I'm going to get off. He wants to set me mad and tell people that I'm crazy. That's what they do. You're angry too? I believe it. Annette, I believe it. Thanks for your book. You are a healing force. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Those that have not bought the book, go look on Amazon or on Barnes & Noble. It is Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. And our stories is our stories, the community stories. These are real stories of real people in this book, and it shows you what narcissist abuse looks like. And so we can talk about it all day long, but what does it look like? Can you do a video on different types of empathy? I did. You have to be following me, PR. I did do some of it. No, hereditary. No, it's not hereditary. It's not hereditary. So let's see. Okay. Well, I hope you meet the right trauma counselor. All right, you guys. So I'm getting ready to go now. Did I do one on patents or parents? I did one on parents. Oh, shoot. Took the glasses off. Couldn't see. Okay, my eye. I have 20/20. I have x-ray vision. Yeah, there's still time to get the book. I got Parent Narcs on there. I think I have Parent Narcs on there. I'm going to go check it out. Everyone needs my book. Thank you, Arian. I appreciate it. Yeah, Gabe, you're right. Yep. So some of you guys are asking questions, and some of the questions you guys are asking me is letting me know that you have not watched the videos. So some of you guys who are new to the YouTube channel, and some of you guys that are new to my channel, go check out the videos. I think I have I don't know how many videos I have now. It should be close to 200 videos on there. But a lot of the questions that you guys are asking, hey there, Anna, you new? But a lot of the questions that you guys are asking, if you look on the YouTube channel, you'll find a lot of those videos on there. Some of my older videos that have the super long introduction where I was still trying to discover myself. You guys had to be patient with me. I was still discovering myself. I started off with speaking to the ladies at first, and then the king started coming out. And when the king started coming out, I started opening it up and talking to everyone. Because in the very beginning, it was just the women that were asking questions. And so I made the YouTube channel for the women, and then the king started speaking out. And when the king started speaking out, I, changed the whole way that I did the videos, because a lot of the men started talking out about what they have been through. But if you go through my videos, a lot of the questions that you guys are asking me are actually on the YouTube channel already. And so sometimes people are asking me to do videos. I usually have to let them know on the comments under the YouTube videos. Sometimes you guys are asking me to do certain videos or asking certain questions. Those videos have already been made. Yeah, you got to binge watch. You got to catch up. That's right, Piara. Yes, girl. Well, I'm getting ready to get off. You guys see my little eyes are getting red. Or speaking about your great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Is it Nashia? Nashia. Thank you guys so much. So, okay, I'm going to get off for real this time. You guys know I love you. That's why I just keep on talking and keep on talking. Yeah, it's good for questions. It is. It's good for questions. And the other ones are good for understanding. Thank you. I appreciate that. So good night, you guys. And I love you guys back. You are so welcome. I am so honored. I love talking to you guys. I always look forward to coming to talk to you guys on Sundays. So I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome week. I want you guys to go be great during the week. And to all the fathers that are on here, to all the kings that are on here, happy Father's Day to each one of you. Thank you not only for your contribution, thank you for the love you have for the children and the honor and respect you have even for the ladies that are on here. Thank you guys so much. Some of you guys have been fathers to the fatherless. Even when you were struggling with trying to get to your kids after what went through, what you guys went through, a lot of you that have come on here have been so detrimental to a lot of us women who are on these channels and interact, and Mr. Gabe, and I don't know who all the other gentlemen that were on here. Thank you so much for being here with us. You guys really make an impact on these channels, and I am so honored that you guys are a part of this tribe. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Luba. Thank you so much. And so now I want you guys, I'm going to go be great because I'm going to go to bed. And I want you guys to go be great. And I want you guys to have thank you so much, Nashia. But I want you guys to go and have an awesome week. I know some of you guys are going to start your day off. I'll be back on Tuesday, okay? Because tomorrow's my day off. So I want you guys to have a wonderful night. And you guys go be great, okay? I love all of you guys. You guys go be great, okay? Okay, I'm going to cut off now. And thank you, Just Be Real. I'm going to bed now since you're going to